Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Agarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. A one stop for learning all the mathematics short tricks which are useful for all the competitive exams and obviously for school students who are preparing for various Olympiads and then NTSC exam. This channel will prove to be a boon. So I have one such video in this particular lecture in which you will be learning how you can count the total number of cubes in a given three-dimensional figure. So whenever there is a three-dimensional figure, you need to imagine that three-dimensional figure in the mind, because exact shape cannot be drawn on the piece of paper. So it's a rough representation of that actual figure. So if you can actually make a you know image of that in your mind and then count the number of cubes, only then it is going to work out for you. So I'll tell you in detail how this can be done very easily. Quantitative aptitude and reasoning, these are two very important aspects of um, all competitive exams. And we have a separate channel of reasoning also, Suresh Agarwal's Reasoning Mantra. You can just search that and subscribe that if you want to learn reasoning from the basics. And quantitative aptitude, I don't need to tell you all over again, right? This is the short trick ebook which everybody is targeting now. So many inquiries every day. Very good review of the book. So you can grab a copy. You can WhatsApp 9896369963. What more? You have the video support also. So I've prepared a comprehensive video support PDF in which you find the links of the supporting videos of the tricks which are mentioned in the quantitative aptitude ebook. So over 350 short tricks typed in around 333 pages. That's an amazing and exclusive ebook for you. Fine. So very nominal cost associated with the ebook. So you can expect that, right? Because it's a like hard work of 2 years which has been put into this 333 pages, and making video support for these short tricks took me quite a while. So yeah, you can procure a copy and feel safe that you are preparing well and upskilling yourself in this pandemic situation. So friends, the video for today, the counting of cubes. Let's take the first figure. Here you can see two different figures. uh, at the first glance of this first figure, a layman who doesn't know three-dimensional figures will tell me that the answer is 6. Totally wrong, right? Why? Because it looks to be 6, but where are the two cubes which I am marking here, the one here and the one here placed? They are not placed on the three which are visible in the bottommost row. So there has to be a figure which is not visible, a cube which is not visible, on which the second layer is being placed and the third layer is being placed. So a very easy trick for this is to count for the first type only, not for the second type, please. For the first type, you can see three cubes very clearly, right? So I'll mark them for you: 1, 2, and 3. And how many are placed above it? 1, 2, and 3. So in total there are 6. That means 6 cubes are in the bottommost layer. So bottommost layer has 6 cubes, the numbers which are visible in that figure. And now come to the second layer. You see 2 very easily. I put crosses there, 2, and above that you have only 1. So actually there are 3 cubes in the second layer, and topmost layer, obviously it is a single cube. So the total number of cubes in this figure is 10. So C is the correct answer for this one. I hope you understand that, right? This is something very basic when it comes to counting total cubes in a figure. You won't find an easier question than that. So 3 visible, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 6. So 6 in the bottommost row. Then 2 visible in the middle row and 1 above it. So 3 in the middlemost row and 1 on the top. Now let's see this one, the second one. In this figure, we have the bottommost row containing 3 cubes in one line like this and 3 cubes in the other line. So 3 by 3, 9 cubes in the bottommost row. So let's write 9 in the bottommost row. Now let's talk about the second row, that is the middlemost row. How do you do that? How many are visible? And let's see whether there is any hidden cube there. So visible 1, 2, 3 and 4. These 4 are visible. But where is this cube placed? The one with the cross? That is placed on another cube which is in the second layer. So how many cubes are in the second layer? 4 visible and 1 invisible. So 5, and finally 1 on the top, and this gives me 15 cubes in the figure. So D is the correct option. So all these options which have been given here as the wrong options, students tend to mark them also, because when you can't perceive in your mind, when you can't uh, imagine this figure, a three-dimensional figure in this mind, how you would have placed the second layer, how you would have placed the third layer, then it becomes very difficult. If you go only by sight, that is whatever is visible in this, every question is going to be wrong. So be careful, imagine, that is the key here. And obviously there are some basic rules for cracking the questions. I'll show you one more. See the third figure here, this one. In this figure, just like the first figure I told you, there are 4 layers. Now in the bottommost layer, how many are visible? I'll just mark it for you. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are visible, but how many are above that? 3, 2, 1. 6 are above that. So in the bottommost layer, we have 4 visible and 6 which are not visible. So there are 10 in the bottommost row. Now this sounds funny, right? Where we have only 4 visible there, and I'm saying that in the bottommost layer we have 10 cubes. But yes, we have 10 cubes in the bottommost layer, because those are the cubes which are hidden there, on which the second layer is formed. The first layer is, the 4 visible ones are very clear now. Nothing is placed on them. Otherwise, even they wouldn't have been visible. So now come to the second layer. Now, how many are visible in the second layer? 1, 2, 3. And how many are above that? 3 more. So how many are in the second row? Total 3 visible, 3 non-visible, which are 6. Now you can proceed like that. How many are visible in the third row? So this is 1 and this is 2, and 1 which is not visible, on which the fourth row is placed. So total 3. 3 in the third row, and finally 1 on the top gives me a total of 20 cubes in this figure. So a layman is going to count 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is 10. But 10 is not the correct answer. 15 is not the correct answer. It's 20 cubes in this figure. Just tell me, now I have written it here, do it yourself, right? So I won't be solving the last question for you. You will be doing it and posting your comments in the comment box below, and telling me how much time you took to answer that question, in which you have to count the total number of cubes. So the options are 75, 90, 60 and none. And what happens if in the figure on the left, this figure, we have another row below it? What will happen then? So how many total cubes will be there in that case? So please post your replies in the comment box. If you have an additional row on in the figure on the left hand side, what happens, and how many cubes are there in this particular figure, the fourth figure which I have shown here? Very easy question, mind you. I've not given you a tough one. This can be a very easy question to crack. So friends, see, all these things take time to accumulate, take time to get prepared and then bring it to you in this form. So you need to share it, you need to support the channel, and your support can be in the form of just sharing of the link on your WhatsApp groups, on various social media platforms, groups on the Telegram, groups on the Insta. So many social platforms are there, FB, WhatsApp groups. You know, if you share this link, that will be a big help for the channel, because we are just trying to give you the best through our experience, through we're utilizing so much of time making all these videos. So your support is what we are expecting, and I hope you have subscribed the channel by now. And yes, very important is to click the bell shaped icon for getting all the notifications. If you click the bell shaped icon, it will give you some options. On that, you need to click all notifications, so that you start getting notifications of uploads on this channel, and whenever I come live, you are able to participate directly. So thanks for watching this video, friends. I hope I'll get your support in the form of sharing of the video, and all the best for the DIY questions.